Tonight, the Al Jazeera network brings to you threats to Sharia law daily.
Osama, I bring you bad news.
Explain.
This book, it is everywhere in the streets of Kabul.
What book?
A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini.
What is this book?
It's a horrible book. It tells the story of two women who endure the pains of us, the bad things that we do to them.
What bad things? That is a funny joke. Write it down.
I will later. But it is national book. It is New York Times bestseller.
New York Times. Who cares about New York Times?
But the whole world will know.
Know of what? Explain.
Okay, so the beginning of the story starts out with this young girl named Mariam who she lives with her mother and she's an illegitimate daughter. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Continue.
Well, basically, it talks about the fact that she goes to find her father, and he wants nothing to do with her. So when she comes back, the mother has killed herself because she thought her youngest daughter has abandoned her. So at this time, she has to marry a 40-year-old man named Rashid.
As is custom. What else would she expect?
Exactly. But people don't agree with this, especially in places like America.
Continue with the story.
Okay. Well, while she's with this man, she won't give birth. And he doesn't know what to do. I mean, obviously that's not good because he wants children. That's very important to have children.
Very many children.
Very many. And boys, of course.
And boys, very many boys.
And she won't
fight
have
the
them.
good fight.
So he begins to hate her and hit her and punish her, which would be what we expect. But it looks so bad in this book. They make it seem like it's bad.
But how will she have children if he does not smack them out of her?
I don't know. This is just, but it makes it look like we're so bad. We're not bad, are we?
Bad? Explain. Not on culture, but what does it say of us, specifically?
Well, at first it makes us look good, because after the Soviets had blown up their homes, like matter of fact, the little girl Layla, who's in the house in Kabul, her house gets blown up by rockets from the Soviet Union, and her parents are both killed, but then she has to live with Rashid as well, with Mariam and Rashid, but she can have children, so Rashid is quite happy with her.
I remember this.
But, so then, her first kid is a daughter though, so he automatically dislikes her. And then he finds out that it's not really his daughter either, so he feels like she's lying. But then, the Taliban comes and saves the entire country basically, and the many people are out on the parades, and it's really quite a good example of what we do.
I believe it.
Yes.
I remember those days.
It gets worse. They start showing where they bring all these laws against women, and the obvious things, women are trash, so I mean,
yes.
Of course we have these laws, but it makes it seem like these women are not trash. So, this book is trash. This book is absolutely trash.
This book, 1,000 Splendid Suns, by the same author of The Kite Runner.
Which is also an awful book.
Also, very awful book.
Telling of the fantastic things we do and making them look bad.
Khalid Hosseini, who
Horrible
wrote
man.
this book, is very bad man.
Traitor.
This book, you should not buy. You should burn every copy of this book which you see.
But what about the people we see reading it? What is their punishment? I I know what we shall do.
What is usually the punishment for such an act?
We shall stone them, just as they do in the novel, as they do in Miriam, for killing Rashid with a shovel.
Why stone when we have guns?
This is true, I like the way you think.
I very much
That is
like
why
the
you-
way I
That
think.
is why you are the director.
Why I am the director. Yes.
Now what should we do with these books?
I suppose there is only one thing to do.
But to be honest with you, it is actually quite a good book. If it didn't say these, it's a horrible book. No, it's a bad one. It's a bad one. No, shoot the book. I'm just joking. It's a horrible book. The Americans told me to say it. Oh no.
Until next time, wonderful audience. This is Osama bin Laden signing out. Thank you. Once again, wonderful audience, we bring you your weekly Al Jazeera dance party. This is a very, very small cave. Maybe someday we will get larger cave.
I dream of that day.
We will stand for dance party that day. Until then, we sit. Great and powerful nation.
Wait, what time is it? I think Family Guy might be on.
You will watch us.
Watch TV.
Watch American Filth TV. Help me out. I am stuck. A whole movie sitting like this and you think I can just stand up?